Hamilton is already making big changes at Ferrari. Verstappen's chances of leaving increase as the RB21 reveal nears, and McLaren talks about flexi wings as Williams launches new car. Do consider subbing to the channel. Let's get into the latest F1 news. Lewis Hamilton recently made headlines with a notable gesture that has sparked comparisons to the legendary Michael Schumacher. As Hamilton begins his new chapter with Ferrari, he took the bold step of delivering a speech in Italian to his fellow team members at their Maranello base. This is a significant moment, especially considering Schumacher's initial hesitation to embrace the Italian language, which some say affected his reception in the country. According to respected Formula One correspondent Jose M. Zapico, Schumacher's reluctance to learn Italian meant he was never liked among the passionate tifosi, Ferrari's dedicated fan base. This reluctance stood in stark contrast to Hamilton's enthusiastic approach as he attempts to settle into his new environment at Ferrari, a team where Schumacher achieved iconic status. During his speech, Hamilton expressed his excitement about joining the team. He acknowledged the warm welcome he received and emphasized his lifelong dream of being a part of Ferrari. His words clearly resonated with the team personnel he addressed, showcasing his commitment to integrating into the Ferrari family. Further reflecting on Schumacher's legacy, it's important to note that while he initially struggled to connect with the Italian fans due to his language barrier, he later learned the language. However, his early days at Ferrari were marred by criticism, with some unfairly labeling him with derogatory nicknames like El Tedesco or the German. This was a reflection of fans' disappointment over his initial hesitance to immerse himself in the Italian culture. Schumacher's journey with Ferrari is also marked by significant milestones, including winning 5 consecutive Drivers' Championships and a remarkable 6 Constructors' titles from 1999 to 2004, redefining Ferrari's place in F1 history. At a public ceremony in Fiorano, where Schumi was awarded honorary citizenship, Turini shares how he was advised to interview the racing legend in English due to his reluctance to speak Italian. But to everyone's surprise, Schumacher chose to respond in Italian, discussing his love for the region's cuisine, soccer, and even road cars. This spontaneous moment showcased not only his charm, but also solidified Turini's cherished memory of the iconic driver. Speaking of legacies, let's talk about Lewis Hamilton. His passion and boldness in speaking out against issues in the sport continue to make headlines. Hamilton's fiery statements regarding Ferrari during the Abu Dhabi 2021 race certainly raised eyebrows. His influence in the sport extends beyond the track, making him a key figure in discussions on equality and respect within racing. Now, into the realm of adrenaline-pumping machines, which brings us to the supercars owned by F1 drivers. From Lando Norris's exquisite Lamborghini Miura to Hamilton's spectacular Mercedes AMG 1, these are not just race cars, they are symbols of success and engineering excellence. Each vehicle showcases the personal style of its owner, adding another layer to the personalities of these drivers. Amid these exciting tidbits, don't forget to check out the full race schedule for the upcoming 2025 season. As fans, we eagerly await each race, ready to cheer for our favorite teams and drivers, and always anticipating those surprise moments that make Formula One the pinnacle of motorsport. As we piece together these stories, one thing is clear: the world of F1 is alive with drama, history, and speed. Join us next time as we explore more about the thrills and challenges of the Formula One landscape. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for the latest updates. But it's curious, a major aspect of his popularity unfolded only after his departure, as fans began to appreciate his contributions more holistically. With Hamilton at the helm now, the team looks forward to continuing this legacy. His recent Italian speech, while seemingly a simple act, signifies a deeper commitment to winning over the hearts of the passionate tifosi, a step Schumacher struggled with during his tenure. This new narrative is particularly exciting as Hamilton seeks to carve out his own legacy at Ferrari, aiming for that record 8th World Championship. By addressing the team in their native tongue, Hamilton not only honors the traditions of Ferrari, but also seeks to connect with a fan base that values this kind of personal touch from their drivers. In a sport where the connection between the driver and fans can be as crucial as the speed on the track, Hamilton's approach could be vital in forging new bonds. As we watch this new chapter unfold, the question arises, will Hamilton's efforts to embrace the Italian culture help him win over the Tifosi in a way that Schumacher couldn't initially achieve? Only time will tell, but the early signs are promising. This melding of tradition and modern ambition is what keeps Formula One thrilling for millions of fans worldwide. Stay tuned as Hamilton's journey with Ferrari progresses, and we witness how his actions resonate with a legacy that has captivated the motorsport world for decades. Welcome back to our channel. As Formula One ramps up excitement for the 2025 season, let's dive into some intriguing stories surrounding our favorite drivers and teams. First, Michael Schumacher's remarkable legacy looms large in the F1 community. Veteran Italian reporter Leo Torini recalls a memorable encounter with Schumacher from 2004. In the world of Formula One, the quest for aerodynamic perfection is relentless, and no team exemplifies this more than McLaren. Recently, they provided insights into their front wing adjustments as they prepare for the FIA's latest clampdown on flexi front wings. With the MCL39, McLaren has some modifications ahead. Although they need to adapt their front wing design to comply with the FIA's updated deflection tests, Andrea Stella, McLaren's team principal, reassured fans that these changes won't be significant. He mentioned they'll only require small adjustments, indicating that this isn't a daunting task for the team. Last season, the FIA took a keen interest in the flexibility of car components. Just a week ago, they released an updated version of their technical directive, TD18, to all teams. This means that the regulations around wing flexibility are tightening, ensuring that every detail is scrutinized. Interestingly, while the FIA appeared content with their existing tests last year, they performed a U-turn in January. They recognized the need for stricter measures and have given teams the opportunity to ensure compliance with the new standards. A statement from the FIA outlined their commitment to address bodywork flexibility for the 2025 season, enhancing not only the rear wing tests, but also introducing additional front wing tests by the time the Spanish Grand Prix comes around. This phased approach is crucial. It allows teams like McLaren to adapt organically without discarding crucial components that could impact their performance. These efforts aim to refine the FIA's regulatory capabilities, making sure all competitors can race on a level playing field, something every fan appreciates. The new regulations tighten the maximum allowable deflection from 15mm to 10mm, clearly sending a message: performance must come from engineering genius, not bending the rules. As the FIA makes these adjustments, it's essential to understand the underlying reason for these changes. The clampdown on flexi front wings is primarily triggered by the need for safety and fairness. As McLaren and other teams fine-tune their vehicles to meet these new standards, the entire F1 community eagerly anticipates how these alterations will affect the races ahead. In summary, McLaren's approach to the evolving regulations reflects their commitment to competitive integrity. While challenges lie ahead, the team's calm demeanor suggests they are prepared to adapt and thrive under the new rules, ensuring race fans have thrilling and legitimate contests to look forward to. As the excitement builds within the Formula One community, the focus is on the unveiling of the F1 2025 cars, with McLaren leading the charge. Just recently, the Woking team took everyone by surprise, showcasing their new MCL39 during a shakedown at Silverstone. Now, what's interesting about this new car setup is the inclusion of a front wing design that's an adaptation from last season's MCL38. Team principal Stella has indicated that detailed changes to the design are still under wraps. However, fans can expect a notable evolution as the season progresses. When it comes to the Bahrain testing and the opening Grand Prix in Australia, Stella assures us that the car's front wing will differ significantly from what they will use when they reach Barcelona for the Spanish Grand Prix. In an interview with Sky Sports News, he explained that the revised front wing technical directive hasn't caused them much concern, stating, "No headache at all. We don't have to make many adjustments for the start of the season." That said, Stella mentioned that a minor adjustment might be necessary starting from race 9, but he emphasized that while the front wing is a popular topic of discussion, the real focus should be on marginal gains in performance. What makes us busy and gives us headaches relates more to finding those crucial tenths of a second, he noted, reflecting the relentless pursuit of speed in this highly competitive sport. He also took a moment to acknowledge the hard work of the entire McLaren team, expressing his respect for their efforts in developing a car that builds on the success of the already impressive 2024 model. As fans look forward to the season, it's clear that McLaren is not just adapting, but evolving and setting the stage for what promises to be an incredibly thrilling racing calendar ahead. Stay tuned as we keep you updated on the latest developments and insights into the teams and cars shaping the world of Formula One. Christian Horner has stepped into the spotlight to address the swirling rumors surrounding Max Verstappen's future with Red Bull Racing. His comments come amid speculation suggesting that Verstappen might make a staggering £1 billion move to Aston Martin. Yet, it seems Verstappen is refocusing on his goal of securing a 5th consecutive world championship with Red Bull as the 2025 Formula One season approaches. Despite being under contract until the end of F1 2028, the chatter around Verstappen's potential departure has been relentless. Teams like Mercedes and Aston Martin have surfaced as possible new homes for the driver, especially following Lewis Hamilton's recent move to Ferrari, which opened up fresh avenues in driver negotiations. Toto Wolff, the chief of Mercedes, hasn't hidden his desire to bring Verstappen on board, even after they opted for the young talent Andrea Kimi Antonelli to partner with George Russell. Adding fuel to the fire, reports emerged suggesting that Aston Martin was actively courting sponsors by hinting at a potential future with Verstappen. However, Aston Martin quickly refuted these claims with strong denials, emphasizing there was no truth to the rumors. Verstappen's camp had a rather casual response to these speculations, merely stating, "That's nice, no." While Aston Martin's current drivers, Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll, are locked in for a couple more seasons, Horner insists the narrative surrounding Verstappen's future is just public noise. He firmly believes that serious negotiations usually happen out of the public eye, allowing teams and drivers to navigate conversations without external pressures. Horner has shed light on the relationship between Verstappen and Red Bull, highlighting their transparent communication. He emphasized that the reigning world champion has been clear about his intentions, stating, "Max has a very open relationship with the team." This partnership structure fosters open dialogue, where both sides can discuss concerns and aspirations freely. He further adds that there's always going to be interest in Verstappen since he's recognized as an exceptional talent by everyone in the paddock. However, loud media speculation often signals a lack of genuine action, with Horner stating, "When the noise is so public, it tends to be less believable." The essence of Horner's statements resonates with the idea that serious intentions and discussions usually stay behind closed doors. His comments follow his prior acknowledgement that Verstappen's contract includes a performance element, which could potentially allow him to leave Red Bull before fulfilling his contract through 2028. As we continue to follow the unfolding drama, it's evident that Max Verstappen, backed by Horner's insights, is poised to remain with Red Bull for the near future as he chases further glory in the upcoming season. The dynamics of Formula One never fail to keep fans on the edge of their seats, as rumors and speculations turn into narratives that stir excitement among fans and critics alike. Keep watching as this story develops. In the world of Formula One, rumors about Max Verstappen's future continue to swirl. It's been speculated that he might utilize an exit clause in his current contract if he finds himself outside the top 3 in the Drivers' Championship after a significant portion of the 2025 season. This scenario mirrors a previous clause that was reportedly included in one of his earlier contracts with Red Bull. Recent updates have emerged suggesting that negotiations are in motion for Verstappen to potentially join Aston Martin. This news comes from a respected F1 journalist who pointed out that discussions have been ongoing. Just a few months ago, former Red Bull driver Robert Dornbos mentioned that Aston Martin's owner, Lawrence Stroll, is eager to secure Verstappen's talents, especially after having lured design icon Adrian Newey from Red Bull. However, it's not just Aston Martin that has its eyes on Verstappen. Mercedes is also expected to make a move, particularly with significant rule changes approaching in 2026. With George Russell's contract ending after the 2025 season and young prospect Antonelli taking the spotlight as the future successor to Lewis Hamilton, the stakes are high. In a recent interview, Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff shared insights into past communications with Verstappen, indicating that discussions had been stalled when the reigning champion expressed a desire to remain at Red Bull. He emphasized that the lines of communication were always open, but ultimately, Verstappen felt most comfortable where he was. As we look ahead, it's clear that the competition is heating up. Other teams are making their intentions known with bold declarations. Lando Norris, presenting a confident perspective on the upcoming season, stated that he believes he can become world champion this year, indicating he is ready for a showdown with Verstappen. This landscape of alliances, contracts, and ambitions showcases the thrilling uncertainty of the F1 world. With every twist and turn, we're reminded why we love racing. So, as these stories unfold, stay tuned as the 2025 season promises to be one for the history books. From Williams with love, the FW47 has officially launched with a shakedown at Silverstone. This year, Williams made sure they weren't the last team to shake down their F1 car. On Friday, just 12 days before preseason testing, they unveiled the FW47, stepping into the spotlight after last year's wait. Last season, Williams was the last on the grid, but this year they quickly took their turn at Silverstone, where Carlos Sainz and Alex Albon showcased the new car, after McLaren surprised everyone with their MCL39 launch just a day prior. This unveiling marks a fresh chapter for Williams, touted as having a formidable driver lineup that carries high expectations. Team principal James Vowles expressed optimism, recognizing this as possibly the strongest lineup since 2016, when Felipe Massa and Valtteri Bottas drove for the team. Sainz arrives with an impressive track record, having clinched 3 Grand Prix wins with Ferrari over the last 4 years. Albon, who is approaching his 4th season with Williams, is set to face his toughest teammate yet. With a challenging previous season behind them, it's clear that both drivers are eager to work cohesively to propel the team forward. Vowles emphasized that both athletes share a singular focus to enhance the car's performance. Their commitment is not only to improve this season, but to build a foundation for upcoming seasons, particularly looking ahead to 2026. As preparations ramp up for the 2025 season, it's essential to remember the classic saying in F1, "You're only as good as your car." For Sainz and Albon, their new machine is the Mercedes-powered FW47. On Valentine's Day, the team presented the car in a unique camo livery, setting the stage for its first laps at Silverstone. Vowles reflected on the journey of developing the FW47, taking pride in the collective effort of 1,000 individuals working tirelessly to bring the car to life. He expressed joy in how the car looks and how it performs, acknowledging the challenges of assessing winter preparations compared to other teams. Nonetheless, he is confident in the progress made. As Sainz took to the track, the Silverstone circuit welcomed him with a drizzle, highlighting the unpredictable nature of racing. This moment signified not just the launch of a new car, but the hope and ambition of a team aiming to rewrite their story in the competitive world of Formula One. Exciting times lie ahead for Williams Racing as they gear up for the 2025 season. After a 5-year hiatus without a title sponsor, the British Formula One team has secured a groundbreaking partnership with Atlassian, the Australian software powerhouse. This collaboration will bring a fresh identity to the team as it rebrands itself to Atlassian Williams Racing. Team principal James Vowles expressed his enthusiasm about this monumental deal, calling it a momentous day in Williams' rich history. Vowles stated that this partnership marks a significant milestone in their journey back to the pinnacle of racing. He emphasized their shared values and ambition highlighting how Atlassian's technology and tools could propel the team forward, enhancing teamwork and collaboration throughout the organization. Fans can eagerly anticipate the official unveiling of their 2025 colors at a major launch event at the O2 Arena in London. This occasion not only celebrates Williams' new chapter, but also coincides with Formula One's 75th anniversary, making it a significant event for all racing enthusiasts. Meanwhile, Carlos Sainz has been vocal about balancing FIA swearing regulations. He's in favor of some guidelines, but believes there's a limit. His comments raise a thoughtful discussion around sportsmanship and the pressures faced by drivers in high-stakes environments. Additionally, the unveiling of the FW47 at Silverstone brought optimism, with early feedback suggesting that it's a notable improvement over its predecessor. This step forward signals a positive trajectory for Williams fans who are eager to see their team reclaim its former glory. From Carlos Sainz's perspective to the latest design revelations of the FW47, the excitement around Williams racing continues to build. As they prepare for the upcoming season, fans anxiously await to witness how this combination of fresh branding and innovative designs will translate into performance on the track. Stay tuned for the F175 live event and keep following for more updates. The journey of Atlassian Williams racing is just beginning, and it promises to be a thrilling ride.